All right, hello everyone. My name is Sarah Lizard, and I am here on behalf of Small World Yoga in Nashville, Tennessee. I will be leading a 30-minute gentle yoga flow class here in my lovely book room. So let's begin in just a moment. So I currently teach for Small World Yoga. My outreach class is Park Center South. I also teach at Edmondson Pike Library pretty often. I've been teaching for Small World for about a year. So thank you so much for joining. This video will be displayed on YouTube and will be used so that other people can practice with us at their own homes or wherever they might want to be. Also, we've got lots of other offerings up on our YouTube channel, so please check those out. We do have a Facebook page, Instagram, stream. We're on all the socials, so please check us out on those for the most up-to-date information. Thank you. Again, I'm Sarah. So let's start. For your practice, you're going to want to start with a yoga mat, if you can, or maybe like a long towel, just something where you can have a little bit of grip. Also, it helps to have a block. If you don't have one of these lovely blocks, you can always use a book or maybe two books. Also, if you're practicing on a really hard wood floor like I am, or maybe knobby knees, I recommend a blanket or a second towel to put underneath your knees. Cool. All right, so let's begin in child's pose. And on your mat, spread your knees really wide to opposite sides of the mat and press your hands towards the top of your mat. Start to check in with your breath. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Do that again. Big inhale. Let it go. And now seal your lips and come into your Ujjayi breath. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Do that one more time. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop position on all fours. You might have to adjust a little bit, make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips are stacked above your knees. And let's take some cat and cows. So on your inhale, lift your gaze towards the ceiling, lift your seat towards the ceiling. On your exhale, press your palms firmly into your mat and set your gaze on your belly button. So using your own breath, we're going to do 4 more sets rather of cat and cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Press your belly button towards your mat. Cat. We're just warming up our backs in these poses. And then one more. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And then reset in tabletop. Let's start to warm up our hips by taking some wide hip circles. And you can make this as circular or as whatever shape you want. Just get enough motion going as slow as you'd like so that your hips are slowly getting warmed up. And then make sure to switch directions. You can also connect your movements to your breath. So maybe as you press forward, you inhale, press back, you exhale. And when you feel warm enough, reset in tabletop. And we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So walk your hands a little bit forward. Flip your toes, downward facing dog. This might be your first down dog, so feel free to Pedal your feet, lift one leg, lift another leg. Make sure that you're pressing through your first fingers and your thumbs firmly into your mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly tiptoe your feet to your hands for ragdoll position. And in ragdoll, you're going to grab opposite elbows, bend your knees as much as you want. And press your chest against your thighs. Sway from side to side. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then end on a yes. On your next inhale, slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. For extended mountain pose, reach all 10 fingers towards the ceiling. Bring your hands back to heart center. Let's seal the beginning of our practice with 3 deep breaths together. So take a big inhale, open mouth, let it go. Do that again, big inhale. One more time, big inhale. Release. We're going to take a little bit of a short flow. So go ahead and take extended mountain pose, reaching all 10 fingers towards the ceiling. On your exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Press the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Big inhale, extended mountain pose. And then reset with your hands at heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. We're just adding some movement, some slow movement to get our bodies warmed up for some different poses later in practice. Big inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Release any tension you might be holding in your neck towards the mat. Exhale, halfway lift. Press your shoulder blades down your back. Fold. Big inhale, extended mountain pose. Reset with your hands at heart center. And let's do this one more time. Big inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. And this time, feel free to cactus your arms, 90-degree angle. And take a little mini back bend. And then we'll reset with our hands at heart center. Now, let's go ahead and take a low crescent lunge on the right. So if you're in the middle of the mat, you might want to come a little bit towards the front of the mat, whichever side you like, whichever side is in the front of your mat. And you're going to take your left leg and bring your hands at heart center and come into low crescent lunge on the right. So your back knee is going to be dropped down. This is where that blanket or the towel can really come in handy underneath your left knee. And just stay here for a moment, a breath, adjust, square your hips towards the front of your mat. On your next inhale, lift all 10 fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands through heart center, and twist your upper torso to your right. Hook your left elbow on your right knee, and twist your bottom lung towards the ceiling. We're going to take 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale. One more inhale. Come back to low crescent lunge on the right. And then we're going to plant our hands and come back into a downward facing dog. Again, pedal out your feet if you'd like. Place a tiny bend in your knees towards your mat. And then slowly walk your feet to your hands. Rise all the way up, extended mountain pose. Take another little back bend if you'd like. And then we're going to take low crescent lunge on the left. So this time, you're going to lift your right leg, pressing behind you. And then slowly drop your right knee to your mat. Stay here for a breath. On your next inhale, raise all 10 fingers towards the ceiling. Bring your hands through heart center and twist to your left. Really press your palms towards your collarbone. If you feel good and you want a little bit of a deeper twist, feel free to open your arms. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Bring your hands back. Lift up for one more low crescent lunge. Plant your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Pedal it out. Take one more inhale. On your next exhale, empty everything out. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, extended mountain pose. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Let's take eagle on the right. So in eagle, go ahead and bring your arms up and then wrap your right arm to your left. Firmly plant your your left foot into the mat. Taking the bind on the legs as well. If you can't get the bind with your arms, a great thing to do to create the same compression is to take your block or your book and press it between your forearms. You just want to create that hugging in of the skin to the muscle to the bone. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. We're going to take eagle on the left. So left arm goes under the right arm. Really firmly root down through your standing right foot. And then get the bind on the left side as well. Press everything towards your center. Take another inhale, press the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and then release. And reset. That was eagle, fantastic balancing pose. Let's go ahead and take an inhale for extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then plant your hands. Step back to child's pose. Take a breath here. Open mouth, exhale it all out. We're going to come to our backs for bridge pose. You can take a supported bridge pose using your block or your book. Just want to lie back. Make sure that your ankles are close enough so that you can touch them. And on your next inhale, raise your hips towards the ceiling. Press firmly through your feet into the mat. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Then remove your block if you've got it underneath you and slowly lower down. We're gonna do one more bridge pose. This time, we're gonna interlace our fingers behind our backs. Take an inhale, press your hips towards the ceiling. Slowly walk your shoulder blades underneath your back. This will create a shoulder opener as well as working our hips. Take 3 more deep rounds of breath. Make sure that both feet are facing 12 o'clock. And then slowly lower your hips to the mat. Coming into happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet. And feel free to wobble from side to side. Just like your happy baby. Press your whole back into the mat. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Playing with our happy baby. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So open your knees wide to the outside of your mat. Press your heels towards your midline. And then I like to press my left hand over my heart because your heart points to the left. Right hand on your stomach. And just take a moment here to check in with yourself. Feel your heart. Your heart counts for you so that you can count it. Feel your breath. And take a moment to maybe deepen your breath. Slowing everything down. When you're ready, release the pose and we'll come into half pigeon on the right. This is reclined half pigeon. It's like a figure 4 pose, but lying down. So this might be enough of a hip stretch for you here. Just make sure that you're flexing your all 5 right toes towards your knee. You can take this a little bit deeper by lifting your left foot off the mat. And then even deeper by reaching behind your left thigh and pulling it towards you. Or wherever you are, just relax any tension you might be feeling in your body. Maybe you don't even know that you're holding on to it. We're going to be here for 4 more rounds of breath. When you come to the bottom of your last exhale, switch sides and take reclined half pigeon on the left. And you have the same options on this side. This is where we usually start to notice that our bodies are asymmetrical. So one side is going to feel way more open. Me, my left side, my left hips are super open. We're going to take 4 more rounds of breath in half pigeon. When you come to the bottom of your last exhale, release your leg from your right side. And we're going to come into waterfall pose. Another great place for your book or your block. Place it underneath your hips. And then lift both feet straight up towards the ceiling. Waterfall pose is a great pose. You can do it against any wall that you might have around you. We're just letting all of the blood and the lymphatic fluid cascade down our legs, into our pelvis, coming back to our hearts, so that we are the waterfall. Stay here for 4 more rounds of breath. And just let yourself release into your block or into your mat. Slowly plant your feet back on your mat. Remove your block. And let's come into supine twist on the right. Squeeze your right leg tightly into your chest and then send it across your body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can set your gaze to your right. This is a spinal twist. It's going to release your lower back a little bit. So just breathe into the twist. Let your shoulder blades rest against the mat. Take one more big inhale. Open up your right leg back again. Give it one last squeeze. I love you, right leg. Send it out long in front of you. We'll take supine twist on the left. Squeeze your left leg into your chest. Same thing. Release your shoulder blades into the mat. If you feel like your knee needs a little bit of extra support, you can always use your block or your book to give it a little boost. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Bring your left leg back into your midline. Give it one last I love you. Left leg squeeze. Send it out all the way in front of you. And then we'll take our final pose of class, which is Shavasana, the deepest rest pose. So just take up as much room as you want. Let yourself melt into your mat. And give yourself permission to do nothing for the last few moments of our practice together. I will keep track of the time for you, so don't worry about that. Start to deepen your breath. Invite gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. Then take some rest and ankle circles. Keeping your eyes closed, take one last good morning or good evening or good afternoon stretch. And then roll to one side of your mat, using your lower arm as a pillow. Taking this last moment to thank yourself for setting aside the time for practice today. And then slowly push up to a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed. And we will end class just the way we began, with 3 deep breaths. Take a big inhale. Open mouth, release. Do that again. Big inhale. One last time. Biggest inhale of your day. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center for kind thoughts. Bring them to your mouth for kind words. And bring them one last time through heart center for kindness towards yourself and towards others. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining us with this Small World Yoga 30-minute gentle yoga flow class. My name is Sarah Blizzard. Feel free to contact us at any time. Our Instagram is Small World Yoga. We're on Facebook, Small World Yoga. We've got several more live classes planned, so check us out. Thanks.